Finding new products for your FBA or handmade business is really important if you want to grow and turn your business into something full-time. Now, Pinterest is a lovely tool for finding new products. It's a bit like a gold mine. And did you know there are 50 billion plus pins, and 2/3 of the pins represent brands and products? In other words, a lot of people and a lot of brands are using Pinterest, so there's no shortage of product ideas on there. In this video, we're going to be discussing 5 top tips for how to use Pinterest for finding new product ideas for Amazon. And at the end, I have a secret tip for finding products. So stick around and let's get stuck in. But before we jump in, my name is Teddy and I'm a handmade seller from London. And in these videos, we talk about how you can grow your handmade business so that you can go full time. Now, if you think that sounds like something that would help you out maybe, then click subscribe, as I post videos about handmade business, Amazon Handmade, Etsy, FBA, stuff like that every single week to help you hit your goals. So tip number 1 is, why is Pinterest good for product research? Well, social medias in general are great for product research as they're right at the front of newness. And if you go onto Amazon or Etsy or any other marketplace and do all your product research on there, you'll quickly find that A, there is lots of competition, and B, the competition there is already quite good. And this is why you want to be researching where there is new things for you to look at. If you're almost copying something that is already on a marketplace, then you're just going to be competing with someone that's already there on a like-for-like basis. Now, competition is good. I really think that competition is a good thing as it forces you to do your best. But you don't want to be just competing with someone on a like-for-like basis. You want to be outperforming them with a better product. And out of all the social medias, Pinterest is the one with the newest stuff on there for you to check out and take inspiration from. So tip number 2 is how you use Pinterest for product research to be ahead of the competition. Now, Pinterest is basically a massive search engine, a bit like Amazon, a bit like Google. But when you search stuff on there, it shows you results based on what is popular for that keyword rather than what Amazon thinks you want to buy. So Pinterest is great because you can see what people are interested in loads of different areas. And if people are interested in something on Pinterest, there's a good chance that it could be kind of trending. So you could see something on Pinterest that you might want to sell on Amazon, or even if you could find something that isn't on Amazon yet, that is the perfect scenario. Because if you can find something that is getting popular or trending, and it's not on Amazon yet, or it's not on Etsy yet, then you can jump on the back of that trend and be the first one on Amazon to sell that thing. Let's have a look at an example here of finding things on Pinterest. So I've just typed into here onto Pinterest macrame hanging just to keep it the same as what we've been looking at through the rest of this video. But as you can see on here, there's quite a few different colours and styles and designs. Like for example, this one's using a lot of green, and these ones over here are using the colours, different colours to make more geometric shapes. And you can see there's some different sizes like this. There's some wide ones like this, or there's like feathered patterns like this. And people are using lots of different colours and lots of different styles. Now, if we go over to Amazon and have a quick look at what's on there, you'll see that actually a lot of the products on there are quite samey. They all look quite similar. For example, there's a lot of white plant hangers like this, and there's a lot of white wall hangers in this kind of V shape. And you'll see a lot of the same things on Amazon. And this is quite typical of what you see on Amazon because it's often not very inventive, some of the products on there. A lot of people kind of copy each other. So what you can do is you can use Pinterest to find a product that will actually stand out a bit from the competition and make your product look different to what's on the page, which will hopefully get you more clicks and then get you more purchases. So with Pinterest, what we're trying to do is find something unique, or maybe find some styles that are new or up and coming or a bit different. You know, Amazon just shows you the products that a customer is most likely to buy on Amazon at that point. Whereas Pinterest shows you the products that customers, different people around the world, have shown an interest in based on looking at those pins. So there's loads of different styles on Pinterest that might not be on Amazon yet. And Pinterest is always ahead of the curve, as on Amazon, a lot of the people really just copy each other, and you'll see a lot of people having the same sort of styles where all the products kind of look a bit the same. Whereas on Pinterest, or by looking at Pinterest, you can stay ahead of the trend by seeing what the different styles are, which might not be on Amazon yet. Just remember, you do need to do the research on Amazon as well to validate that your ideas are good, because you don't want to be selling products that are too saturated. So what I do is I find products that are trending off Amazon on Pinterest, and then I go onto Amazon to validate my ideas. And you can usually use a tool like Helium 10 or something like that in order to validate your ideas. And I've left a link to Helium 10 in the show notes. And tip number 3 is using Pinterest to make your products stand out. Now, Pinterest is a really nice way to see the different ways people design or package their products. You know, packaging is one of the best ways to make your product stand out on the page, just like this product here. But it's also a good way to give your customers an amazing Amazon experience when they get their parcel through the post. Like if you want to know a bit more about packaging, there is a video on the screen just above me now for you to watch. But I really like to go through Pinterest to see what colours or what patterns people are using for their packaging or for their products. And when you start doing this, you can start to see trends in the colours that people are using that you can then apply to your business. And again, you could be the first in your niche to start selling that style or that colour on Amazon. So I really like to check out what other people are doing for their packaging as well, because it's really nice to see how they're doing it and how they stand out. And on Amazon, the packaging is often quite boring, because you might see some really innovative packaging that would make your product really stand out. And while you're doing this research on packaging or different colours, you might even find a new product in your niche. And you'll find these new products by looking at tip number 4, which is getting into what I call a Pinterest hole. Now, the Pinterest hole is a bit of an experiment I like to go through sometimes. And the reason I call it the hole is you never really know when you're going to end up. It's a bit like a black hole. And the hole works like this.
So I'm here looking at macrame hangers again, just so we can keep it all looking at the same stuff. But here, I started off looking at macrame hangers, and so what I was originally looking for was something like one of these, like I talked about the green before, or maybe some of these shapes. These are some of the things I talked about before. But then if I have a look at this page as well, I can see some other things that are quite interesting. Now, if I look over on the right, I can see a macrame yoga strap. Now, this is something that I've not actually seen on Amazon before. I'd have to go over there and confirm that. But I've already found a new product that could be something that I could add to my collection of products. And then if I see underneath here, then what this is showing me is the sort of pins that other people are looking for when they search for the macrame yoga strap in the first place, and other things they're interested in. And again, I'm starting to see some different colours, some different styles that could be interesting to my potential customers, and these could be something that I could be making. And then I can start to see other products that people are making that are quite similar. Like, for example, here, there's macrame feather curtain ties, or even macrame car diffusers. I've never heard of a macrame car diffuser before. That could be something quite interesting. Or even a macrame table runner. And then I can click into these, and you can keep going down and down and down through Pinterest to see what sort of other products other people are making that you can get inspiration from to make for yourself.
So by going deep into Pinterest, you can actually find loads of products that you didn't even know you were looking for in the first place. And this is really exciting, as you don't know where you're going to end up, and it's a really good way to build your brand. For some reason, whenever I go into Pinterest hole, I keep getting shown pictures of unicorn onesies. It must be attached to my search history. But once you've found all of the unicorn onesies or other product ideas that you're looking for, you need a place to keep them. And for that, you need tip number 5, which is how to organize your research. Now, with Pinterest, what you can do is create boards where you can pin your ideas. Now, I like to organise these into the right areas that I'm looking at. So for example, if I'm looking at pottery, I might make a pottery board. And basically you have two options with your boards. You can either keep them private so that only you can see them, or you can make them public, which means they can be part of your brand and your customers can see what you're up to. You know, it's kind of up to you on this one. I like to keep mine secret, as this is my research. Then I can put in there whatever I want, or however many unicorn onesies in there I like. So that's basically it. That's how I use Pinterest for product research. It's a really handy tool that I use all the time. Now, if you want more product research tips, subscribe to the channel, as I have more videos about hunting coming up soon, and I'll see you in the next video.